They're already trusting this kid to teach kids. Like, Tommy, you're still the new kid in town. I don't know why Bulk. God damn, Walter. All right, that's a fucking jump. Yeah, I don't know why Bulk's even trying. Like, not only can Zack beat him styling, he can beat him. I don't even need to finish a joke for that. Like, he just could beat Bulk no problem. You know what? As far as excuses to get Tommy out of the way for purposes of the footage being adapted, I'll take it. This is one of the better excuses they've had. Like, literally, there was one time where he just simply was not wearing his communicator. That was the best excuse they could come up with. They do so many more close-ups in the Power Rangers, and I wonder if that's an American film production thing or simply a Power Rangers film production thing that they did to save money on and make the fight choreography easier. Maybe not save money, but just make the fight choreography easier. So I guess also save money. Okay, so they are using Frankie's evolved form, his second stage evolution, but because I didn't have to see it rip its way out of Frankie, it's not as bad. Also, at this point, I just remember it, so I'm kind of just used to it. He looks a lot like a concept art version of Zed with all the exposed muscles. Oh my god, they are using Space Satan. I mean, obviously they're not calling him Satan, but I can't believe they included him. I can't believe they included Giant Space Satan. Or fucking Satan Frankie. Again, they didn't show the change, so it's significantly less traumatizing, but wow, I can't believe they fucking included that shit. That shit's horrific. More accurately, I can't believe this shit got past the censors. That's the surprising thing. It's so crazy how they adapt the Sentai footage, because that's the island where they got their weapons back on, like, I want to say episode 4 of Zyuranger. But here they're just using it as a random Rita gimmick scheme thing. Oh, their confidence in themselves can save them. Also violence. Gratuitous violence. I'm Zordon and I'm in a tube. Man, this random mysterious island looks a fucking lot like Angel Grove Park.
Oh no. Scary.
Okay. Trini's very flat, oh no. Kimberly's very enthusiastic, scary. But honestly, can we bring back cash as slang? Like, Zack saying no cash? We need to bring back some of this slang, is all I'm saying. So, somehow Rita's making them vanish if they doubt themselves. And we mainly know that thanks to the expositionary elf. Yeah, I was struggling because I know what the 90s would have referred to that actor as. I was struggling, but we're going with exposition elf. His name was Exposition Elf. No, you. Alright, if his name's Quagmire, that opens up a whole separate set of fucking jokes. I do like that he speaks in verse, though. That's always fun. They've been telling Zack to stop doubting himself. You can't just tell someone to pull themselves out of the fucking doldrums. Zack has been his own biggest hype man this entire season. Honestly, him being the first one to start to fade away is the most out of character option that they could have. Rita's magic is blocking our technology because our technology sucks, even though I, Zordon, am a space wizard. I'm Zordon and I'm in a tube. Why is the illusion to mess with Kimberly's head opposite universe Bulk and Skull? Aside from obviously needing to get them in the episode at some point, why would an illusion of them being nice make her doubt herself? For Zack, it was a snake that he was afraid of that made him start to disappear. Why is this supposed to have a similar effect on her? That is the weakest fucking connection. That is just fucking... Are you fucking with me? You're fucking with me. You're fucking with me like Rita's fucking with them. I just realized they're doing this mainly to sneak in a clip show episode, because every time one of them starts to disappear, they do flashbacks of a Sentai episode when that ranger kicked ass. And of course, repeatedly cutting to here where we can have alpha shenanigans. Alphananigans? Shenalphagas? Fuck it. I will say that episode 29 is not the worst place to get a clip show. We're halfway through season 1. And, I mean, if this was 1 episode a week, if it was 2 episodes a week, you're still talking 3 months into syndication. Double that if it was 1 episode a week. The power coins were the friends we made along the way. I mean, obviously they were just hidden until they passed the fucking self-doubt disappearing ranger test. Fucking clip shows, I swear to Christ. You think there's room in the fucking rad bug for 6 teenagers and their luggage? Billy, you're an idiot. Also, why would the Rangers ever go on vacation knowing what they have to deal with on a literal weekly basis? Jesus, that fucking kid is a flatter actor than anyone so far. Also, did you two come to the beach for fishing or martial arts? This kid's acting is so out of sync, it honestly feels like he's being dubbed over the way Rita is. Because you can't just ever catch fish in some of these shows, can you? You always gotta catch something fucking weird. It's the map to the mirror of destruction, isn't it? I remember the fucking Sentai. You ain't gonna fucking fool me! There is not nearly enough Scorpina content. Obviously, it's because she's even harder to adapt from the Sentai than Rita is. But we need more of her. We need more of... we need more Lammy. I love my Lammy. Oh, they even kept the gimmick. They even kept the gimmick where... Well, wait, is he actually weighed down like in the Sentai, or is he just temporarily buried? I do like they added that little... whatever the fuck effect that is, because even in my clips on this episode of the Sentai, people were asking in the comments, how come they're not just getting up? How come the rocks are holding them down? So like that, visually the little blur effect that it had, the little static effect helps. I mean, if it works for hobbits, that's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I need to get. That's all I need. Sweet Christ, her bedroom is nicer than most of the apartments I've been in. Kimberly, why the fuck are you sleeping with a full face of makeup? Heh, that's what you get. I like the sad trombone sound effect they had for that, too. Oh no, a bad hair day. Whatever will I and my full face of makeup do?
No.
You are just not having a morning. Or yeah, whatever, you know what I mean.
7 years back.
Well, don't throw the broken mirror in your bed. That's how you get glass in your bed, young lady. The fact that the dipshits just spy on the Rangers so they can report back to Rita who to focus an episode on is just... It's entertaining, but definitely creepy. Okay, now was this guy actually in Jew Ranger? I can't remember if he was Jew Ranger or Die Ranger. I have watched so much fucking Sentai over the last, Jesus Christ, 6 months counting this one. The bad luck was reaching a point in the opening that I honestly thought Rita was causing the bad luck, not just capitalizing on it for a monster.
Oh no. Looks like something I drew when I was 3.
When you were 3, you were drawing Rorschach tests with your own poop? You know what? I wouldn't put it past a 3-year-old to do that. I'm just saying, is that the message you were trying to convey with that line? Okay, what's with the hats? Like, I guess for Bulk it's supposed to be like a biker thing, but why is he wearing, like, a Che Guevara... Oh, because he's a pothead. Because he's a pothead. That's why he's wearing what looks like a Che Guevara beret. That can't have been intentional, how they were kicking the other half of the mop bucket along, but I kind of like how it worked out. It is really sweet how they're writing them. I do like the chemistry they have, and the writing is not terrible for a 90s kids show. But I don't think any of us were ever expecting them to get a kiss, so I personally didn't really feel betrayed when he ended up with Kat instead. Maybe I'll feel differently on a rewatch, probably not, because I care even less about the romance of teenagers now that I'm as old as I fucking am. They keep finding reason after reason to justify Tommy not joining the battle because of the limited amount of Green Ranger footage that they had to work with. As you can see, she's in a shitty situation. I'm Zordon and I'm in a tube. Okay, I guess he was part of Jew Ranger then. It does look like actual original footage right there. So, okay, yeah, he definitely was. It's just been so much Sentai jammed in my fucking brain. That was a full 5-6 minutes of Sentai footage that I just skipped over. Holy Moses. Who are the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? I'm a reporter, and I'm in a small box. Kimberly, who the fuck else is newsworthy in this goddamn town? I hope your day's been getting better, sweetheart. You deserve a good day after all that bad luck. Also, make sure you get all those mirror shards out of your bed. Why did you even do that? Oh, man. TV. Like... Oh, shit, I had a meta joke for this. Fuck it, I'm sleepy. Tommy, well, I can respect you for styling on Bulk. First of all, no, he's obviously not going to do something like that. Or that, you know he won't. Secondly, wash your hands, you don't know where that's been. And thirdly, he didn't even do anything this time. He didn't fucking get in your face this time. Why you guys gotta keep being a dick to Bulk and Skull? Again, this has gotta just be biased because I know where their arc ends up, but I'm just not seeing, after the first handful of episodes, I'm just not seeing anything that merits them getting this treatment. They're barely qualifying as bullies these days. They're qualifying as asshole idiots, but not bullies. Wow, that was a rant and a half. Is that the same scarf? That thing's getting longer and longer every scene. That's like... That's where Donald Trump got his fucking tie designs from. Wait, Bulk had time to go to the beach, get a sunburn, go back and do the audition, and these idiots are just still... How the fuck long have you been at the beach? I really want to see a parody version of Sentai Rangers where the only thing that ever changes is the helmets. I would be laughing my ass off if they were at the beach with the helmets and whatever they were wearing for swimwear. And that was it. That would be fucking hilarious. I think this is also just more footage from the fucking Mirror of Destruction episode. No, it's from this episode. I remember this episode. Oh, was this the episode when Lammy and May had the fucking fashion showdown? I think it is from the same episode, even though Kimberly is inside the cocoon. Obviously, they can just... That's the Power Rangers set for the cocoon, not the Sentai set. I could, of course, be completely full of shit with what episode I'm remembering what from. I don't know, maybe I should have done, like, each season of Mighty Morphin with the corresponding Sentai season just to make it easier to compare the monsters back and forth. But... I don't know. Maybe I should have. Maybe I mean, it's fine either way. It's still. I'm still having fun. Okay, I remember him. He was not in the same episode as the fucking Silkworm. That was the fucking Cupid Gremlin fucker. I remember him. Yeah, he was full of shit in his episode, shoving... I remember his episode because it was so fucking weird. I was making fucking children obsess over each other. Okay, I was right. It was from the fucking Fashion Showdown episode. They're using 2 different episodes worth of footage in this one. Alright, that's 2 episodes in a row they're showing the reporter. Is that going to start to be a regular thing or something? I mean, they get more credit than the fucking Sentai did, so... yeah, I respect that. Once again, I forgot he existed. This guy has shown up less than... This guy has shown up less than fucking Scorpina. Like, you want to make an antagonistic character for their civilian lives? Why bother with bullies when you could have a douchebag administrator who can also get them in trouble for having to constantly duck out of class or other responsibilities to go save the fucking day? Yeah. Also, again, I'm biased because I'm sick of seeing Bulk get shit dumped all over his head. The joke barely worked once, much less 33 fucking times. See, he could even antagonize Bulk and Skull and give them a reason to take it out on the team instead of just being generic 90s assholes. See, the joke of him always losing his toupee is funny because when you shove food or random, like, cake icing or pie cream filling in Bulk's face, all you're doing is making fun of him for being a fat guy. You're not making fun of the teacher for being bald. You're making fun of him for having a bad toupee. This episode was almost entirely Sentai footage. There was almost nothing I had to contribute. See, this is what I'm talking about. So, like, if you wanted to have an antagonist, have it be the fact that they keep letting Ernie down by failing to do things they promised to do for him. Or the teacher, because they keep ducking out of class. Or something. Well, maybe not ducking out of class, because then they'd be playing hooky, and that's a bad role model. But, like, there are so many other options that you could do, other than the generic fucking 90s bully, which, like I said, hasn't aged well, and, you know, maybe just I'm remembering poorly, but I never saw bullying in school the way they represented it on these TV shows as a kid. It was like this idealized, Stepfordized version of bullying that you could dissuade just, like, with a you know, firm keeping your chin up and a firm handshake, which never fucking worked because we all live in reality. Apparently I have a chip on my shoulder about this shit. Anyway. Well, we know from the title it's a Tommy-focused episode, but Jesus, they are really starting with highlighting that, aren't they? God damn, look at my boys go! Zach, why didn't you just drop into a breakdance? You know how to do that. Yep, the constant edging between Tommy and Kimberly. You know, that's right, it was the 90s when the only time girls were allowed to ask the boys was for some Sadie Hawkins bullshit. Okay, Tommy's about to do a great kick, but you can see the crack in that board. Hang on. So you can see it right there where they have the prop, like, probably just taped together. And then obviously there's the crack right there in the back of it. That's, oh my god, I love old television sometimes. And that is a sick kick, not gonna lie. Like, JDF, all of them have the actual skills. But it is funny what they have to do to make it easier for the props to cooperate. So this girl can hear that he is doing this to demonstrate to Tommy how to ask out a girl. And she is going with it because she is into it. Because, damn! God, I could never move like that, even when I wasn't 40 years old. And she's walking away, but she was still impressed. Young lady, that barely qualifies as pink. You are almost out of uniform. Oh, wait, no, pink tights. Alright, you get a pass. You get a pass this time. Wow, she is tiny. How tall is Amy? Okay, so there's a reason there's a literal head of difference in their height. JDF, rest in peace, was 5'11", which, not by much, but apparently I was taller than Tommy Oliver. Amy is 5'2". She's fucking 5'2". God, no wonder she's so tiny next to him. She always does at least 2 flips before it's like her wind up. She always does 2 flips before she throws a kick. Which, granted, Amy was a gymnast. Like, you gotta let the actress do what the actress knows how to do. Cartwheels are also acceptable in lieu of flips. At least I'm pretty sure she had gymnast training. I know they all had some level of physical training, which is what more, I would assume, was a big factor in them getting the roles in the first place. I know how to do that kick he just did. That was a fly-by-side kick in my Taekwondo class. Man, when Rita actually has a plan that she needs to capture them for, the putties are actually able to capture them. Go fucking figure. Well, at least they're getting some use out of this, arena? Dungeon? Dungearena? Set? Yeah, we'll go with Dungearena. Tommy, throwing punches on your way across the floor doesn't do anything. What the fuck was that, my guy? They've definitely settled into their characters at this point. More or less, there's still a few hitches here and there, mostly with the writing, but yeah, they're really doing well at this point. Even the fucking, ridiculously technically verbose speech that Billy had that made it look like he swallowed a God, wow, fuck, I can't talk. Super thesaurus. Holy shit, that was embarrassing. Oh, they finally used that fucking clip! I've been waiting for the drill to rip open the side of a building. Yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying in that last scene. I fucking derailed myself with my inability to fucking speak! There's, of course, a lot of issues with Austin St. John. But he puts his whole fucking diaphragm into that transformation call out. So you gotta give him props for that, if nothing else. The green candle, I don't know which I like more, if it's representing losing the Ranger power or what it was in the Sentai of losing Barai's literal life. I can't decide which I like more. Also, wow, those are some... I don't even know what the fuck effect they used to get those energy chains on there, but that is something. Fucking go, Tommy. Take the man's sword from him. You didn't get a hit in. He punched you in the fucking gut, but at least you got his sword. Which apparently allows you to teleport. Y'all, I have fucking formative memories of that goddamn candle. You know, like how you'll just randomly remember something from elementary school? I have that fucking candle randomly popping into my goddamn head. Fuck, that sounds good. I love that theme. Never gets old. That looks like a fucking label maker. At least they're not hiding the fact that his powers are waning compared to Zhu Ranger where Barai refused to tell anyone, which was fucking stupid! And now we begin several episodes of edging on when we're going to lose the Green Ranger powers.